Hello, this video is about the dawn of change, a world in flux. Subscribe and like. Thank you. In 2025, the world had changed dramatically since the early 21st century. The geopolitical landscape had shifted, and the balance of power had become more complex. The rise of emerging economies, changing global demographics, and technological advancements had transformed the world order. In addition, the COVID-19 pandemic had left lasting economic and social impacts, particularly in developing countries. Although vaccines and treatments had become more widely available, the pandemic had highlighted the need for greater global cooperation and investment in public health infrastructure. Overall, the world in 2025 was a complex and dynamic place, with both progress and challenges in the areas of geopolitics, technology, sustainability, and social justice. As countries worked to navigate these challenges, they continued to seek opportunities for cooperation and collaboration, recognizing the importance of collective action in building a better future for all. One of the most significant changes was the increasing influence of China. By 2025, China had become the world's largest economy, surpassing the United States. The Chinese government had continued to invest heavily in infrastructure and technology, and its population had grown to over 1.4 billion people. China had become a major player on the world stage, with increasing influence in Asia and beyond. The United States, meanwhile, had faced a period of political and economic uncertainty. The country had been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, and its recovery had been slower than expected. The political polarization that had plagued the country for years had intensified, leading to increased social unrest and political gridlock. As a result, the United States had lost some of its global influence, and its standing as the world's superpower had been diminished. As the balance of power shifted, countries began to form new alliances and partnerships. China and Russia had strengthened a strategic relationship, while the United States had formed closer ties with Japan, South Korea, and other countries in the Asia-Pacific region. The European Union had also taken a more active role in global affairs, forming partnerships with other countries in Europe and beyond. However, there were also new challenges facing the world in 2025. Climate change had continued to worsen, with more frequent and severe natural disasters affecting countries around the world. Cybersecurity had become a major concern, with cyber attacks and hacking becoming more frequent and sophisticated. And the COVID-19 pandemic had left lasting scars on the global economy and society. Despite these challenges, countries had also shown resilience and adaptability. Many had invested in renewable energy and sustainable infrastructure, while others had implemented new technologies to improve healthcare and education. There were also signs of increased cooperation and collaboration as countries worked together to address common challenges. Overall, the world in 2025 was a complex and dynamic place, with new opportunities and challenges emerging every day. Countries had to navigate this changing landscape with agility and innovation, while also staying true to their values and priorities. One of the major challenges that had emerged in 2025 was the growing divide between the rich and the poor. Despite the economic growth and progress made in many countries, inequality remained a significant issue, particularly in developing nations. This had led to increased social unrest and protests, as people demanded greater economic and social justice. To address this challenge, several countries had implemented policies to reduce inequality and promote social mobility. This included investments in education and training, as well as social safety nets and policies to promote affordable housing and healthcare. Another area of concern in 2025 was the rise of nationalism and populism. This had led to a shift towards more protectionist policies, as countries sought to protect their own interests and reduce reliance on foreign trade. This had resulted in tensions between countries and a more fragmented global economy. To counter this trend, some countries had taken a more proactive role in promoting international cooperation and diplomacy. This included increased investment in multilateral organizations such as the United Nations and the World Trade Organization, as well as initiatives to promote cultural exchange and understanding between different countries and communities. Technology had also continued to play a significant role in shaping the world in 2025. Advances in artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation had transformed many industries and created new opportunities for growth and innovation. However, these developments had also raised concerns about the impact on employment and privacy, as well as the potential for misuse and abuse of these technologies. To address these concerns, several countries had implemented regulations and guidelines for the ethical use of technology, as well as initiatives to promote digital literacy and digital rights. There had also been a growing movement towards more sustainable and responsible development of technology, with a focus on reducing the environmental impact and promoting social responsibility. Overall, the world in 2025 was a complex and interconnected place, with new challenges and opportunities emerging every day. Countries had to balance the competing demands of economic growth, social progress, and environmental sustainability, while also navigating the shifting geopolitical landscape and technological advancements. It was a time of both uncertainty and possibility, as countries worked to build a better future for their citizens and the world. In addition to the challenges and opportunities mentioned earlier, the world in 2025 also saw a significant shift towards renewable energy and sustainable development. As the impact of climate change became more apparent, countries began to prioritize reducing greenhouse gas emissions and investing in alternative energy sources. This led to increased adoption of solar, wind, and other renewable energy technologies, as well as efforts to improve energy efficiency and reduce waste. This shift towards sustainability also extended to other areas of development, such as transportation, agriculture, and urban planning. Cities around the world implemented green initiatives, such as bike-sharing programs and urban gardens, to reduce emissions and improve quality of life. Sustainable agriculture practices, such as organic farming and regenerative agriculture, became more widespread, promoting soil health and biodiversity. This shift towards sustainable and responsible business practices was driven by a growing awareness of the interconnectedness of global challenges, as well as the increasing demands of consumers and investors for more socially and environmentally conscious products and services. Despite these positive trends, the world in 2025 also faced several ongoing challenges. Conflict and instability continued to plague many regions, particularly in the Middle East and Africa. The ongoing refugee crisis, driven by conflict, poverty, and climate change, remained a significant humanitarian issue.